Hey, what's up everybody? It's Q Salazar from GameCrate.com. We're at the Ubisoft booth. I just got done playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and I got Jean, the creative director of Assassin's Creed Origins, to talk about it a little bit. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I mean, these days are incredible. We're really happy about the reception, and I hope you like the demo.
I had a great time. I was interested in why you guys decided to go back to Egypt for this iteration of the game.
First, because we could. We have the Animus and we can go whenever we want, And so it was the first time we are going back in time so much, back before Assassin's Creed 1. And for us, it was really interesting because these 1,000 years allow us to tell this origin story, that people were craving for. And we will explain a bit how the foundation of the Brotherhood occurred.
You guys didn't go the Gods of Egypt route. There's like brown skin characters, and I really appreciate that. What kind of research went into creating the story and the setting for this game?
Well, for all Assassin's Creed game, we always research a lot. We do our homeworks, we read a lot, we watch a lot of movies, and we meet a lot of consultants. So this time we met with a lot of specialists, Egyptologists, to really understand what the time period was about, recreating this ancient Egypt as closely, as accurately as possible in all its diversity. Not only geographically, you will have deserts, but also the Nile Delta, Nile River, and in the people also. There were some Greeks, Egyptians, natives, etc. And so that's the way we work.
I also noticed that some of the gameplay mechanics changed a little bit. Can you kind of explain some of the changes that we have with the new game?
We wanted, with Assassin's Creed Origins to really bring more freedom for the players. We wanted them to feel in charge of their own experience, and so we tried to fluidify and fast-pace a lot of elements. So we touched to the navigation. You can now climb anywhere, not only buildings, but the cliff, the rocks, etc. You can dive everywhere underwater. So that's the first part, the navigation. Then we built a new combat system from scratch, allowing players to really, invest themselves. It has a much more depth. It's much more challenging, actually. But fortunately, you will find tons of different weapons, gears, and abilities that you can invest in to really suit your own playstyle. And finally, we also changed the way we convey narrative. Because we have one main story, obviously, but we will also we moved from a mission system to a quest system, allowing players to meet hundreds of people, hundreds of characters, telling their all different stories with quests.
I also got to play a new mode called Arena Mode. Is that correct? Where you take on waves of enemies. Can you kind of explain how that came about and what it is?
So we call that Gladiator Arenas, we have two in the games, and it's introduced through the narrative, and it's the perfect way, to challenge our fight and show you the depth of it. So you will have waves of enemies, using different weapons, different archetypes, leading you to some bosses, because for the first time with this new combat system, we can now have unique bosses that have a proper, unique behavior that will challenge you pretty much.
Okay, can you tell me when the game is coming out?
Yes, the game will be out October 27th this year.